What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Elude, Stalwart playing World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. Today we're going to continue our journey running on Eluidruid. He's our level 114 Feral Druid. And we're questing in Zandalari, we're running dungeons, and we're also doing some PvP, and maybe an occasional island expedition here and there. But yeah, so I just logged back in. I've already queued up for dungeons and Battlegrounds, and now I'm going to see what this Time for War quest is about. I think it's Nathanos Blightcaller getting me started on the next continent. I don't know if I can actually go there right now, or if I have to be like 115 before I can head over there, but I guess we'll find out. So yeah, I've been running BGs and dungeons and stuff. I really like this method of leveling. Normally I just do like an instance and quest in between, but I've been really enjoying peppering in some PvP as well, and it's been making me just an all-around better druid, I think, being able to mix it up like that and really like dip into my spell book and use all the abilities and stuff like that you don't always get a chance to use. So I gotta go to Corona. She wants to go below decks. Okay. What's up, Corona half-orkin? I'm tracking something right now. What is it? Beasts? No, humanoids. Let me turn that off, so my mini-map's not all cluttered. Oh, well, that's one way to go. This. I was just taking this. She walked inside and then down.
Name your target.
Whatever's clever. Alright, so we're getting our first follower mission. So we can do Nature Calls, which allows us to upgrade our outpost in Swiftwind, Drusvar, or recruit various horde forces from Corona, the Shadowware. Okay, so this is going to allow us to recruit followers, or troops rather. And what's the timer on that? 2 hours, so we can find something else to do while that cooks. Here's Nathanos. Okay, so here we are. He's taking us to Kulturas.
Is everything in order?
Alright, so Tirgar, Drusvar. I guess Drusvar would probably be a good one to start. I like the desert.
The war chiefs will be done as you command.
Okay. So we got to talk to the Trade Prince Gallywix. Now he wants us to talk to Eitrig. Oh no, I don't want to go to Drusvar. Not yet, at least. Is he taking me already? Okay, no, I got to talk to... Okay. So I'm going to chill on that and just finish off Zandalari, I think. And then, well, we're practically done. Let's continue finishing off Zandalari, and then we'll go over to Drusvar.
What has the wind brought?
What has the wind brought? Nah, we don't need that. We got another pet. Seems like every time we log in, we got another pet waiting for us. We don't have that in our collection yet, but I don't know. Maybe we'll. I don't know how much pets are going for, or how uncommon or common these are that I'm getting. But I'm gonna see if I can cage it and maybe sell it on the auction house. That could be a good little boost of gold. So we're gonna head to a port in peril. But first I gotta fix my Moggers. I've replaced enough gear items that... Well, no, I'm still mostly wearing heritage armor. But I do want to fix my weapon. Yeah, gloves and that. Alright, here. We'll go for our Legion artifact. Give me my Ghosts of the Pride Mother. So none of these artifact weapons look any different than my Tauren druids. I was a little surprised by that, but I'm not mad. I still like the sparkle blue kitty. I still like this one quite a bit. The trail that it leaves and all that. It's pretty good. The heritage armor looks legit. It's growing on me the more I see it. I feel like I'm one of the NPCs just standing around the city or something. Alright, so let's fly over to the west. We'll do a port in peril and see what else we got left in this zone. I want to say this is the part where we go start meeting like the dark iron dwarves and stuff like that. But after I completely finish out Zaldazar, I think I'll head to Drustvar. What are my talents? I am still PvP spec'd in my talents, so if I can find an inn, that would be very nice. But I don't think there is one around here. At least not for a little bit. Should have respec'd before I took off, but I didn't realize.
Name your lower, so I may name mine. Lower are strong.
Alright, let's do this. All this spec really requires me to do that's different is make sure that I've applied my Moonfire. One of the major downsides is I don't have the King of the Jungle, Incarnation King of the Jungle, which I've really come to enjoy the more I use it. But I do kind of like having the extra dot, the Moonfire magic dot on top of all of my bleeds. And I've been trying out this new Loa. I've been using Embrace of Kimball. Your damaging abilities have a chance to cause your target to bleed for 606 over 6 seconds. And the effect stacks up to 3 times. And I'm willing to bet, and I'm actually curious to find out, if my Moonfire on top of my Rake and my Rip, maybe even on top of my Thrash and my normal Shreds and stuff like that in my rotation, I'm wondering if those also proc that Embrace of the Kimball. Pinkro said, "Ree!" Oh, what's up, Pinkro? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to, I guess, part 2 of the stream, the later on edition. Yeah, I couldn't have a mic on this morning. I don't want to wake up at 4 a.m. and start streaming and waking up my wife and son before they got to go to work and school. So I figured this morning while I was just listening to my talks, I'd do another allow me to introduce stream. I'll probably start doing those more whenever I'm normally not streaming, where you're not used to seeing me, like super early in the morning and maybe super later in the day. And not have to worry about, you know, noise in the background while I'm recording, or even having to worry about waking them up whenever they're sleeping, because I'm normally playing during those hours anyways, so I'd rather be able to make use of that playtime. And like I was saying the other day, like knock out multiple birds with one stone. So yeah, I know some of the subjects and stuff, like in the talkers, the speakers, can be a little long-winded, but it's all stuff that I really enjoy learning more about, and like that type of stuff is very interesting to me. So I'm hoping maybe I'll attract more followers that also are interested in some of the same things, or even just expose people to some of the ideas and information that I try to expose myself to. Maybe some good will come of it. I don't know. But yeah, right now, Eluidruid, he's at 114, and I'm really digging it. I really like the Druid and running Feral specifically. I'm surprised I haven't switched specs yet. Normally I'm like already tanking, or even like on my Cow Druid, the Epic Pro, I had already switched to Balance at this point. I think I was boomkinning. How do I get to here? Up there, okay. It really hurts not having that other dash though. The Tiger Dash. Doing the little 2-minute cooldown dash is not only slower but a longer cooldown. I like that umph. Whenever you hit Tiger Dash, you're like 500 miles an hour. And then it like kind of tapers off towards the end. It's a really short dash, but it feels more rewarding in my opinion. More exciting. Oh, get off me with your substitute. How you been doing, Pink Rose? What you up to lately? You still playing Skyforge? I've Skyforged a little bit here and there, but I've been kind of like tunneling in on this druid here lately, and every amount of free time I have has been dedicated to trying to level him up. I mean, I got the heritage armor, so like I really could just probably park him at this point, because it's not like I don't already have a horde druid at 120, but my alcoholism wants me to finish capping this guy out, I guess. Chaka! Alright. What is this? Oh, this is the one with the carts and the three flags. I don't know the name of it, though. I don't ever really know what I'm supposed to be doing in this one. I like to press the objectives, like the flags, like north or south. Mid's usually chaos. Pink Rose said, good, thank you. Right on.
You come get the voodoo.
No, you come get the voodoo.
Oh, do I have a deal for you? Keep it real.
Alright. We're all sorted there. Get our map up. Oof. Right there. Unlock that. Yeah, so I'll probably be pushing the Pandaren mine and the Goblin mine. So we got Mid, Panda, and Gob. Love some steak and potatoes, they say. Oh, look, they got steak and potatoes. Oh, I instantly got the buff. That's nice. Pink Rose has been playing Skyforge and Grim Dawn. Killer of productivity, Sean Van Kirk says. Yeah, man. You're talking about WoW is the killer of productivity? Or the alt sickness? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying, the alt sickness. Right, yeah, I hear you. Last expansion, I had it bad, man. I got, like, all of my hordes, and I started making an alliance armor, or army up to 110. This expansion, I'm not as bad. I've only got, this will probably be my 4th 120 in BFA. Not counting, like, whenever I was in the beta, I had leveled a druid and a paladin on the beta before BFA actually came out. Of course, I started with the, I think they started you at 110, so I started with 110s at least. Alright, here we go. Finna take out this hunter. I see that shadow priest there. I'm gonna hope that the hunter is probably worth taking out. See a rogue over there. This is my PvP spec. The thought just occurred to me, maybe I should make sure I'm spec the right way. Oh! Ah! Ah! No, you don't. Okay, let's get their healer. Ooh, I managed to hit him one time before I died. If anybody else is there, hopefully they get... No, they're not going to get there. Damn. I tried. You always have it bad in any game. Oh, you do? Sean, you're an alcoholic in any game? I hear you. I'm kind of the same. I feel like it's like that fear of missing out. You want to, like, make sure you're playing the best class, so you got to try them all. For me, what got me turned on to my alcoholism was seeing other classes do poorly. Like, I'd wonder why that BM hunter is so low on the damage meters whenever we'd be raiding or running dungeons or something, and I'd be like, surely it's not the class. Surely, like, you know, the classes are balanced, and curiosity would get the best of me, so I would level a Beastmaster hunter to see if I could do any better. And oftentimes I would find out that they are just as strong as any other class. Blizzard does a really good job. And that's one thing alcoholism has taught me, is like Blizzard does a good job at keeping the balance, actually. There are ways that you can manage to perform better, either like utility-wise or, you know, damage or tanking-wise. That's one of the things that's always got me coming back to the game, is how well they balance. I mean, it does suck whenever your class, the next patch, gets, you know, the nerf bat, and your class isn't doing as great as it once did, because that does happen, but oftentimes you just have to change your strategy and it can still do just as good. Or at least that's what I find. So, I guess after satisfying that curiosity, I've been able to hone in more on just the few specific classes I actually care for. I'm a paladin in every expansion up until this point. This expansion, BFA's actually turned me onto my druid a lot more, surprisingly, it seems. Because both in the beta and here, I'm playing druid a lot. I think probably more than any other class. Sean says, I just like to play different styles. Yeah, I hear that, man. I used to have this, I used to equate it to driving a different car in the garage. It's like, some days you want to drive the Lambo, some days you want to drive the Caddy, some days you want to turn the Tesla on. You know what I mean? So you really get to experience luxury sometimes, or muscle sometimes, or, you know, high tech other times. That's what it really feels like for me. Last expansion, I was always fearful of people judging me. I played so many different classes. Or sometimes I'll be playing for like long extended periods of time. Being a stay-at-home dad, I usually pass the time by leveling characters to help myself feel productive while, you know, the wife and kids aren't home. And I don't know, it's been really good. I've really enjoyed streaming the whole process and kind of trying to share like some of my journey and the channel and everything that I'm doing. Because I'm often like, I don't just play video games. I'll do like lectures, and I try to maintain my own personal fitness and stuff like that. And even to give my hands and fingers a break from the mouse and keyboard, I play some guitar. So I have other things that I like to do, but WoW's been something that I've continued to come back to, like, ever since I was a teenager. And I want to share that with people. I want more people to get turned on to WoW and, like, some of that stuff. And, yeah, so it's good to see a new name or face in the chat. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you stick around, man. How long have you been playing WoW? If you don't mind my asking. I don't judge if you're a Wrath baby or if you just started last expansion. Like, I don't really mind. I know some people like to judge. I remember in Wrath of the Lich King specifically, there was this huge stigma with people that just started the game during that time. Because that really was like when, you know, the LFG tool kind of got introduced, and a lot of people think that that's where the push button society started to take over, that instant gratification kind of idea in the game. And I guess the antidote to that's going to be coming out here pretty soon for anybody that's played Classic from back in the day. I think they said this summer Classic's supposed to be dropping. I'm really looking forward to that myself. I can't wait. I can't wait for Classic. I know he doesn't have dispersion on now. Got him. Just trying to keep an eye on this flag at the same time, not get too distracted or kite it away. I like this guy's mod. I respect the Fury Warrior. And he's got the swords. Graveyard Captain. Oh, I guess we're wrecking, aren't we? That's nice. It's always good whenever you're so focused on the battlefield, you look up and see you're actually running the whole BG without even really paying attention, I guess. So I got a little bit more freedom to go out and explore then. Got to remember to use my moonfire. I need to get better at that. That's one thing you could do, and like that I've been doing actually since I've been leveling this guy specifically. If you like to mix it up, I recommend questing while dungeon queuing and battleground queuing. Yesterday I actually did island expeditions a little bit, but that keeps everything mixed up enough to where you don't get bored or it's not too monotonous. Keeps it entertaining longer. There is nobody around. I'm surprised there's nobody trying to cap this flag. I guess they don't care at this point because they've already pretty much lost. Word to the wise though, if you ever just want to get a bunch of honor, guard one of these flags. You get that honorable defender. Honor gain from kills are increased by 50%. You also get the ticks of honor from standing near it. You'll see 10 honor, 8 honor. I think the proximity of your character to the flag matters. I got a trinket that gives max health. I don't know about that. It might be worth getting the agility, but I don't know if that would replace the secondary stats that I might be losing. Let's see. I got agility mastery, agility crit strike. I might replace this one actually. Let me do that. And then got some mats there. I'm gonna make a macro. So let's say show. Oh, let's actually type in the macro area. Is it letting me? No, it's not. Okay, well, let's join this dungeon before the timer runs out, and I'll do that in a minute. Alright, let's fix the spec. Tiger Dash, Balance Affinity, Incarnation, King of the Jungle. That should do. We don't need our PvP map up. Let's do this! Oh look, I got turned into a big dino. I like it. I'm a biggin. I've never had this done to me before, where they've made me a giant vial of the sands mount. It's like, look at me, everybody. Look at how giant I am. Wow. This is weird. I want to do well, so I'm trying to focus on my rotation here. Alright. Alright, they want this guy to die first. Oh man. I wasn't looking at him when I was trying to do my combos. There we go. Yeah, Feral's been feeling pretty strong this expansion. Even from the beta, usually by now, I noticed a huge power drop from earlier in the expansion to kind of later. And whatever class I'm playing. But Feral seems like it's just been getting consistently stronger. Which I am not mad at, not at all.
Of the Empire.
Wonder if I should have bit instead of raked there. A lot of the tanks are pretty froggy, I noticed too. I usually see a lot more conservative pulls than what I've been witnessing lately. These guys, they'll just keep on pulling. They'll keep chain pulling and going on to the next group. They really keep the pace up, which I'm not mad at all, as long as they're keeping up with the healer. Oh, here we go. This is what I was talking about right here. Fine with me. Let's keep pulling. Why do I got so much poison? Okay, let's use our Feral Frenzy. Nice. Yeah, man, this is fun. I'm digging it. I wish I could stealth whenever he was underground like that. I don't know why my objectives open up randomly sometimes. It's like when certain creatures die, my objectives pane opens back up. I try to keep it closed. I really try to keep as much non-essential information out of the battlefield area as possible. Come up and get Ragagad. There it goes. Watch that Noxic Breath. He does a blind sometimes, and I don't really know how to avoid it. I don't even know what the ability's called, but I want to say maybe I'm supposed to turn away when he casts it. But I've gotten hit with it before, and I don't really know how to avoid it. Alright, so Pull these down here. I like to focus on the little guy first. He has less hit points, so he'll die faster. Which means that's damage the tank doesn't have to tank faster. Thus conserving the healer's mana. Let's see if we can make it through this. Oof. Oof. See, the little guy's got 109. They CC'd him for some reason. Alright, we'll take this little guy here. For my AoEs, I just try to get my Brutal Slash on cooldown as quick as possible. If stuff's dying fast, like it is in this group here, or at least with this party, the AoE pulls are dying pretty quickly, I won't even bother dotting anything with more than just a Thrash. Once I get my little AoE dot up, it's all just instant damage from there. So Ferocious Bites mainly, and Shreds to generate combo points. I didn't realize they came over here. I don't know why. I just assumed they were going to kill that extra that had been CC'd back there. I don't know how long the Demon Hunter's demonic prison lasts. But I figured it would have broke before we pulled this group. Alright, next boss. What's really cool about my Incarnation King of the Jungle is it allows me to stealth while I'm in combat. And then it just increases every single shred that I cast while I'm stealth by 30%. So that's a 30% increased damage shred each time I cast it while I have Incarnation King of the Jungle. Which is really huge for my class. Or the current spec. Go through this one here. Oh, I don't think I made that. No, I didn't. Nope, didn't make that either. I'm gonna die. Don't die, buddy. Don't die. I was trying to squeeze in where I thought I could, but it wasn't letting me. Ooh, nice. I like that. That was a really good priest pull there. Do it. It's got to be on the other side, buddy. Whoops. I thought the tank was already up there. And so I kind of just stood there like, I thought he was the one running ahead, so I just stunned that dude back there and took off ahead. My bad. Alright. Thrash is dropping. Let me reapply Thrash. There it goes. Alright, I like to help out healing here, so when we get the curse off from these guys, or the taint, once we remove the taint, we'll assist with healing.
Restore me, and I will disable them.
Got another here. Alright, here we go.
Beware.
He's healable now. We go out of mana pretty quickly, but we still get a little bit of oomph up in there. Alright, more heals.
Beware.
I always try to keep an eye to make sure someone's hitting that orb. Every time he becomes healable, he'll drop like a little orb that the non-healing classes can click. And it's a really big heal that kind of applies over time when somebody activates that. So I try to be aware that somebody else is hitting it, or if they're not, then I'll hit it. There we go. None of this really matters on normal, but it becomes more important as you get into the harder modes of difficulty. Alright, so that's that one there. Let's move on. I'll requeue. And I was trying to make a macro before that popped. Let's see if I can actually get a chance to do that now. Alright, I think I have to activate the toolkit add-on. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to Eluidruid. It's not letting me do one just for Eluidruid for some reason. Do I have to? Okay, this is why. Duh. I gotta hit new. Alright, let's go back to new. I thought I could just type. I guess maybe I gotta make a name for it. Let's make a name. Okay, so this will be survival. Survive. We'll call it survive. Okay. And we'll show tooltip. Show. I think I can just do show. Survival instincts. There it is. And then /cast. Survival instincts. And then /use. I think it's 14, but I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. So a good way to get around that is it's like, I want to say 14, 15. If you're in order of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Is that right? Another way is just typing this all out, or shift clicking it which it's not allowing me to for whatever reason. Well, I'll type it out then. Dread aspirants rents apostrophe emblem. There we go. And then we'll save that, and that'll look like survival instincts. And now when we pop that, we should get, not only should we get our damage reduced, I should also show tooltip that's not working. So let me actually type out show tooltip. Just show makes it to where you just show the icon. Showing tooltip gives you, yes, okay, it gives you the actual tooltip of that ability. So survival instincts, we should get a damage reduction buff by 50%, and we should also get almost 10k health. And you know what I just realized? This Dread Aspirants emblem, since it's actually a 1 minute 30 second cooldown, I'm going to make that actually the first on the list here. So I want to actually show tooltip the trinket instead of the ability, since it's a shorter cooldown for the trinket. And make sure we don't have any unnecessary spaces. There we go. So now I mouse over it, you see the tooltip for the trinket, and I should also get the survival instincts buff whenever I activate it. So let's find out. I'm going to pop it now. Survival instincts and the buff. Awesome. And you know, even as I think about that right now, I may have wanted to even put that on Frenzied Regeneration for the bear, because I'm thinking about the ability. Frenzied Regeneration's actually, let me make sure my spec's right. I think it is, yeah. Frenzied Regeneration is based off of a percentage. Yeah, it heals you for 24% of your maximum health. And if that's increased by 10k, then that 24% becomes more. So maybe, like, if I really want to nickel and dime, like if I'm really having, like, in BGs, if I really want that much more survivability, it'd probably be smarter to tie that to Frenzied Regen. But oftentimes, I'll just take the L, even if I'm in kitty form. Like, I won't switch to the bear form. If I did, I would probably even set up my PvP talents different so I can actually facilitate bear form a little bit better. But my PvP talents are right now set up for the kind of speed and crit. But, like, say for example, if I picked up Heart of the Wild, where I get more health while I'm in bear form, and then Enraged Maul as well, then it'd probably be feasible to actually tie that trinket to Frenzied Regen. But nah, we're not that worried. Let's get our bleed up. Ooh, were we too greedy? No, we weren't. I really wanted to get my bleed up before I actually hid, so I would get those ticks off while I was cowering in the corner. Gotta reapply my rake. Get it? Or my rip, I meant. Let's re-rip there. He's pursuing the mage. We got 2 stacks of our Loa buff. Ah, it fell off. Yeah, that Loa buff doesn't always reliably get applied, unfortunately. It's really kind of procky. Sometimes I'll get 1 or 2. Sometimes it'll actually go up to 3, but it's kind of unpredictable, at least in my experience. Ragaga. Alright, so we're gonna go to the poison side, it seems. Yeah. Oh, we got a stealther. I'm gonna take this totem out while I get some combo points. We'll dot. Our damage in this group isn't too obscene, so we can let our dots tick a little bit more. I like that with the druid specifically. Like, I can really let up off the gas pedal and just kind of like slowly bleed somebody to death and still be able to sustain quite a bit of damage doing that. Allowing like more of the party members to get more of their rotation off, but at the same time like conserving energy so I can like kind of keep a more fluid rotation going myself. So I don't just like rip through all my energy and then end up with like really long periods of downtime where I'm kind of waiting for my energy to regen back. I'm less explosive in that sense as far as like the feral DPS is concerned, but at the same time like still sustaining quite a bit of damage. Alright, these guys, the big dudes, I find are better to prioritize in these groups because they leave all kinds of acid pools everywhere. And I'd rather have them go down first. Though the witch doctors do polymorph, actually, come to think of it. Maybe I should have prioritized the witch doctor. I mean, in all honesty, I should be attacking the lowest health target regardless. I don't always get to choose which target that is. Alright, that's the totem down. Who has the least amount of health? This guy, the shield breaker. Right? Still the shield breaker, right? Yep, okay. Oh, we lost somebody somehow. What happened? Why? Why do him MR leaving? I don't know. Okie dokie. I'll take the totem out. Oh, hold on. Forgot about the stealthers here. Spread the love with some dots. Okay. I don't know how I'm making the totem bleed, but for whatever reason it lets me make the totem bleed. I guess these guys' poison's not that savage in normals. I'm gonna go for the back totem. Alright, which totem this has the most health, so we'll go for that one. And heroic or mythic, you want those guys to all die at the same time. Them totems, rather. I really love the auto interrupts the Pally has. The kind of auto interrupts from the Avenger shield. It's very nice. Very nice. Maybe I should. I missed it. I should have reapplied Rip there, but I bit instead. There's a Rip. Good, good. Be a good druid and give everybody a little sprint there. Alright, we're going for that one. I mean, maybe we should take the shield breakers down first. Or at least switch targets whenever they bring that shield up. Right now he has the shield up, so attack the shield breaker. I try to pay attention to the stuff that they cast. But I don't always know what the hell's going on. I usually just pick somebody and tunnel vision in on them. The tank, his name is Bubbles. Or Bubbless. Alright, we'll go for the auger. I think there's a priest. Yeah, here's a priestess. The priestess really have to die first. I don't know if anybody else is going to be focusing in on them, but they do like this transfusion. That's what it is. That's no bueno. I think if you get it on you, like this guy has it on him, you're supposed to run into those red pools, even if it's just the trash pack. But they don't have very many hit points, so we can very often just neglect it here on in normal mode and just beat them down real quick. Oh man, I popped way too early. I used my King of the Jungle, and it took us a second to pull the boss there. Refresh my rip. Go for that one. Whoops. Sorry, Pally. See if we can get our rip before it falls off. Got him. Sweet.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
My thanks for killing the priest.
Was that all of them? That was all of them, right? We're on the last boss now, yeah.
Impressive. You made it far. Impressive. You made it far.
Oof. I touched it. I got the poo on me there. Oh no, not the poo.
Soon, but you will not live to see it.
Alright, let's do this.
Let your soul be shattered.
Beware.
Good, good. Watch out, spider. Get off of me. Alright, let's go indivisible.
Beware.
Oh, I guess Rogue doesn't really care. Don't worry. Tank's got your back, Rogue. Oh, I should have ripped there. Might get a late rip off right here. Or I can just bite. Yeah, they're pretty much dead. Ooh, some shoulders. Don't mind if I do. 280. I think they're the same. Yeah, they appear to be the same shoulders. They might have, I think they do have different, yes. Child Razan, physical damage, bleed, yes, these are better. I like these much better. Surrounded by, gain an absorb shield or heal and take damage. 4 more enemies. I like the heals all the time no matter what thing. Surrounded by 4 more enemies, bubbles not as good in my opinion. Yeah, so we'll throw those on. Those are better than the ones I was wearing. Combo generating abilities have an 112 additional instant damage, reduce the cooldown of my Incarnation King of the Jungle. Ooh, that might actually be better. I'd say the one I'm wearing for PvP, well, I think Razan procs more often and is more damage, come to think of it. That's a toss-up, man. I hate decisions like that where you can't really tell which one the clear winner is. All I can really do is just try them both out and hope for the best. It's not like it's going to matter in 5 levels anyways. We'll pop back up into a dungeon queue as well. See, that was that little child of Razan came up. Pretty decent damage bleed there. I'm pretty sure that Child of Razan's a clear DPS winner. Because Incarnation King of the Jungle, come to think of it, is something that's... It's on a cooldown, so I already use it sparingly. And that Child of Razan's just... It's kind of like the same idea between the... Do I want to heal all the time, or do I want to bubble in a very, like, niche situation? That same choice. Pink Rose says, I gotta go, see you later. Alright, Pink Rose, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by.
Speak your business.
And, I think with that, yeah.
Greetings.
I think from there we're going to wrap up today's episode of Elude Stalwart playing World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and until next time...
May one someday stay far from your doorstep.
May one someday stay far from your doorstep. Peace.